Chapter number 10 is the integration, right? So first of all, we have the starter activity that we have given that f of x, right, and gradient function f prime of x, then gradient function at uh, 2, and gradient function at x is equals to -1, and gradient function at x is equals to 0. Okay, so these are the previous activities. First of all, how we can find the gradient function? Here we have two methods. First method is multiply the numbers and find the gradient function. So it will becomes multiplying the two function numbers, that is x square minus 3x minus 18, right? When we take the derivative, it will becomes 2x minus 3. Okay, the next one is x. When we simplify it, x square over x, that is simple x, plus x cube over x, that is x square, and when we take the derivative, it will becomes 1 plus 2x. Okay, third one is when we multiply it, it will becomes x raised to the power 6 minus 7x raised to the power 2. So it will become 6x raised to the power 5 minus 14x. Understand or not?
Yes.
Next one is again, when we simplify it, it will becomes x raised to the power 5 over x raised to the power 1. So it will becomes x raised to the power 4, and x raised to the power 4 has the derivative, that is 4x raised to the power 3. Next one is 1 over 4x plus 2. So its derivative is simple 1 over 4. And this one has the derivative, it will becomes x can be taken as common from these two terms, and this x can be cancelled out by this x. So it will becomes x plus 3 multiply by 1 minus x. So what is the answer? Answer will be x minus x square minus 3 and minus 3x. So it will becomes minus x square minus 2x minus 3. When we simplify it, taking the derivative, it will becomes minus 2x minus 2, right? And if we put 2 into this equation, it will becomes 1. And again, if we put minus 1 into this equation, it will becomes minus 5. And when we put 0 into this equation, it will becomes minus 3. Again, when we put 2 into this equation, it will becomes 5. When we put minus 1 into this equation, it will becomes 1 minus 2. So minus 1. If we put 0, your answer will be 1. Again, if you put 2, so 2 raised to the power 5 is 32. 32 multiply by 6. So it will becomes which one? 32 multiply by 6. What is the answer? 132.
Yes.
Is it 132 minus 18 28? 132 minus 28, it will becomes 104. So if we put minus 1, it will becomes minus 6 and plus 14. Your answer will be plus 8. Okay, again you put 0, your answer will be 0. When you put x is equals to 2 into this equation, it will becomes 32. When we put minus 1, it will becomes minus 4. When we put 0, your answer will be 0. So if we put 2, so its answer will be same. If we put minus 1, your answer will also be same, because this is a constant term. If we put 0, your answer will also be the same. So in the last one, When you put 2, it will becomes minus 4 minus 2, that is minus 6. When we put minus 1, it will becomes 2 minus 2, that is 0. If we put 0, it will becomes minus 2, right? So these are the starter activities which we have to solve by using the previous knowledge which we have studied in the previous chapter, that is finding the gradient function and putting the values into the gradient function. Okay, now this is your first topic, that is integration as the reverse of differentiation. So integration is same like the reverse process which we have studied in previous chapter, that is differentiation. Like that, if we take the derivative of a function and again if we take the integration of the function, so your function will remain same. Okay, same like that, if we take the square of a function, then we will take the square root of a function. So your answer will be same as it is the number. This is the constant of the integration and it is important in the indefinite integral, because the derivative only tells you about the change that occurs. If you integrate the derivative, you will calculate the entire change that occurred over the range of integration. However, it does not tell you where you started, hence C is generic starting point. So when we take the integration of some function, that is x raised to the power n, integration sign is like that, this one, this is the integration sign, and this dx is as it is. When we take the integration of this x raised to the power n, the method is that first of all we have to add in 1 into the power, that is x raised to the power n plus 1, and then divide it by the same power, that is n plus 1. Okay, and plus c is as it is. So plus c is basically the constant, generic constant, which we have to write in the indefinite integrals. Indefinite integrals are those integrals which are general integrals. Okay, so the constant of integration has to be included in all indefinite integrals. The dx tells you that which letter is the variable to integrate with respect to. So we are integrating with respect to x. It means that this describes basically dx. The rules for integration you need for this course are, first of all, this is called the most common, that is also the power rule. In derivative, we are basically use the power rule, in which power becomes 1 less and power goes on the start, right? But in the integration, the power becomes 1 plus and divided by the greater power 1 n plus 1. This is the key point. Integration for the exponential function, that is e raised to the power x, has the integration e raised to the power ax, but in derivative we multiply the derivative of the variable, but in integration we have to divide the derivative of this variable. Okay, plus c is as it is, plus c is as it is. Do you understand first two key points?
Yes.
The third one is the integration of sine x is minus cos x. In previous, the derivative of sine x is cos x, but the integration of sine x is minus cos x. Again, the integration of sine ax is minus cos ax, but here the variable is ax, the derivative of ax is a, so we have to divide the by its derivative, and plus c is as it is. Again, cos x has the derivative, that is minus sine x, but the cos x has the integration, that is sine x. Okay, and cos ax has the integration, that is sine ax as it is, and divide it by the derivative of variable, it will becomes 1 over a, and plus c is as it is. These are the rules of the integration.